What's going on, guys? Play some lo-fi music. Oh man, throat is really bad today. That is very loud. That, I don't know how loud that is. That might be too quiet. Well, Blender loads so fast. I say as it takes its time, but seriously, like, it's got a lot in it, and it's going to be faster than my Substance and Unreal. Look, already done. I wasn't sure to just duplicate this texture on all of these, but we've got a different one here. Maybe that one should be like a Polaroid. I also wasn't sure if I should take the pins out and just have them as an instance, and I could place them as a foliage actor. That might be a little too much, though. Either that, or I was thinking of... Let's get my chat up. I was thinking of just separating them. Did I actually leave it over here? Oh, for God's sake. I didn't undo it. Well, let's isolate it. Yeah, either that, or I was thinking of taking all these. Separate here, right? Yeah. And like, pack like that, so I can actually have them different color. So either or, I think it's fine. I might just do that way instead. It's gonna end up with like so many textures on it because of the way I've done it. But I'm fine with that. I'm not too fussed. Jumping board. What I should do here is go into my into my project settings. Oh, I put it up on a different monitor. I was like, where is it? It's like maps and... Let's write map in here. There you go. So we have our startup map being actually the living room. Oh, if Unreal wants to do it. Come on, Unreal. You're frozen and all I've done is drag something. Really, Unreal? There we go. Cool. So now when I close, we reopen. Oh, bugger. Which one is it? That one? Jeez, Epic is running slow as well. Is my PC doing anything? No, we've got a bit of memory being used. A bit of CPU. Barely any GPU right now. That's just because it's loading. Wow! OBS uses like 8% of my CPU, my GPU. I never knew that. All right. Yeah, look, then it loads straight in. Perfect. Reduce it so you guys don't get laggy. And come into here. Re-import this. Oh, I haven't exported it yet, have I? Did I? No, I did. Oh. Oh, but I did it wrong. Oh. This robot's going slow. Selected objects only. I will never break the habit of doing that correctly. Or incorrectly when I first do it, should I say. Yes, some of them should be broken. That's fine, because now I can duplicate this. White mask. White mask. Oh, no, not white mask. Black mask. Duplicate both of those. And then we start selecting one at a time. This part should have steel on it. I don't think I actually did that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we just pick whatever color we want. There. There. Let's go there. Okay. Cool. Different colors on the pinboard. Let's actually rebake these. Cool. And we've got different colored pinboards on it. Now I need something on here. I'd like a report card or something, but or maybe a funny drawing. Something like this. There you go. Oh, it's gone over to my other desktop. Oh, I don't actually know how good or bad I sound. I did like some adjustments to my microphone, so hopefully I sound better, but I don't know if I do. Let's go over to it right now. It might not even saved. Oh wait, I'm not even sharing my screen. Oh, where's my camera? How long have I been streaming? 11 minutes and I've just not shared my screen. Whoops. Professional. What's happening to my camera? Nothing. Hello. Have I unplugged it? No, but can I unplug it and plug it back in? God, looks like it's working now. Activate. There we go. Whoa. I'm nowhere near the camera though. changed its resolution. That's a bit better. So when leaving in, maybe we want to cut it off on the left side a bit more. Something more like that, because when I lean in, you'll see me more. There we go. Don't I look beautiful? So let's hear how I'm talking. Hello. Hello. Oh yeah, that sounds pretty good, right? Oh yeah, that sounds pretty good, right? Yeah, that's good. That's good. Right, so I was grabbing this. Gonna throw that into. My problem is when I'm looking over at other places, I'm worried that the microphone isn't going to pick up anything. Texture. Only project. Not going to keep this forever. And then if I drag that on. Mask. Oh, okay, that's not what. Wasn't that what? I'm a doodle, no. Alright, why don't we instead just use it as a stencil then? Or an alpha, sorry. So I just cut out the background, but if we keep the background in, merge it, invert it, file, save as. Yep. Delete the layer I just made here. Oh, wait. Hold on a minute, what? I don't know. Grab it, put it in here, set it as a alpha. Only for current projects, I don't want to keep it for anything else. Go into here. Wait, what is this? Alright, make a new one. Here. Got loads of homers. Drumming like a graphite like this. It's with that effect on it still. Perfect. And I think that is usually a tad shinier than the paper underneath, right? Is graphite that shiny? I can't actually remember. And then I want to put him like slightly here and not perfectly standing up, like a slight 355. Tilt backwards. This needs to be on top of him to smudge that part out. And then probably just set this to multiply, right? So the lines. Wait. Wrong one. Normal. Multiply. Makes no difference. Very slightly lighter. There you go. And we've got Homer Simpson. Now we need like an A+ up here. That is so thin. Will you ever even see that? What I could do is make a stroke on it. Make it a little bit thicker. Just like a tiny bit thicker, I think it'd be fine. Have a look at the Photoshop document. So I want it to be noticeable from far away. So like it's fine if we're planning on always getting close to it, but if we're planning to mostly be far away, look how much thicker that gets. And then we'll do a slight blur adjustment. Oh, actually no, don't do the blur yet until we get rid of that layer change. There you go. Because when you blur it, it'll blur the base, but still keep that thick line because it's a stroke. Whereas if we combine it first and then do it, and then, whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Again, and then do a slight blur on it. Maybe like a 0.6. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it's fine that they've drawn over the lines. It's supposed to be silly and bad. Wait. Now we want to combine these. That. Save. Yes. Come into substance. Oh, it's on the other desktop. There's an alpha, only this project. Okay. That automatically do it or not? No, it didn't. Right, black mask that and repeat. I want him to slightly be on the coffee because I think that'll look cool. Stain coming over it. Yeah, we've got a much thicker Homer. And when we're all the way back here, like, what's that drawing over there? Whereas when it was thinner, it might at some point, because of the reduced pixels from a distance, you won't even be visible. I just feel like when I'm telling you guys how to do something, I just sound like I'm totally faking what I know. I'm just like, yeah, and then it just works. You guys hear the outside noises now? Nah. Seems to still reduce the noise on that. It's good. Probably not as much when I'm talking. Yeah, it's like a standard A+ sort of PNG. That's not a PNG. That lied to me. That's just got a background. Do that. Select, modify, expand it Pro by 1. That's fine. Make it so it's not this. There you go. Sweet. Just like blur adjustment on that. Like that, so we get these smoother edges. Make it black and white. Because we'll make it red actually just in thingy. There you go. Get backdrop of white. I don't actually need it white, but I'm just going to merge and then invert. Whoops, invert. There you go. So it's going to be like this small in the end, so it doesn't matter if the quality's a little too low. You just want to go A+ mark. Yep. Okay, drag that in, go to alpha, go to pinboard. Cool, we get the A+ in there. We're going to make a new layer for it. We're going to also set that to a multiply. Black. I don't know if I do want to set it to a multiply. I might just make it slightly transparent, right? Well, when they draw the marker over the top, it's usually just over the top. You won't see through it at all. Whereas graphite, you kind of do because it rubs off. But this would be a marker. So I could have just drawn that by hand myself. I was just being lazy. Cool. Like more up here. What I also want to do is I do want to do something drawn by hand. Glove. Always use a glove with a tablet. Honestly, like using your hand like sticks to the glass. It sounds disgusting, like stick like your hand's dirty, but it's not quite what I mean. Something like that. Anyone else here have a lot of trouble drawing perfect circles? That's just slight distance. That helps my terrible circle making. There you go. Don't like that the bottom's got such a... You know what? It doesn't matter if it intersects with it. He says as he's completely getting rid of the point. There you go, something like that. Cool. Now we need to figure out what we want to do for these ones. So this one could be a Polaroid of something. I don't mind what. On. Each piece of paper is like a mini artwork. Alright, so we want like a paper material for this. At least on the edges. Obviously we don't want that. We don't want that. Actually, we can keep that. We just want it to be way, way weaker. We want the color to be a bit more white. There you go. So similar to that one. Then I want to have it in here, like a Polaroid. So if we go find a Polaroid real fast, we can reference what a Polaroid usually looks like. That's Polaroid. I was going to say, I definitely spelled that wrong. Oh, Polaroid picture, sorry. Oh, so they're usually square, not rectangle. Although, how are you? How are you? My name is Jessica. I am new to Unreal Engine. Oh, okay, Jessica. Have you used any games engines before, or is it just like your first game engine? Oh, that's the one I'm looking for. I want it to be more like this, right? It's a long, long one. Oh, man. Let's just get black for now. You're enjoying it a lot. I think Unreal Engine is really, really fun. So I'm not very surprised that you're enjoying it a lot, because I love the Unreal Engine myself. It's super intuitive and it's just good fun. I don't really know how to put it. It's just very fun to use. So you wanna, is this the top? That's the bottom. So we wanna do something like this, this, this. Are you a 3D artist or a programmer? Or are you just sort of looking to do both? Which I don't necessarily recommend, but, you know, up to the person. Cool. That's not cut out very good on one side, so let's fix that. Cool. That's looking like a Polaroid. I'm doing both things since I am the only one working on small stuff I shoot a game. Okay, okay. What's it kind of like? Like Halo kind of game? Unreal Tournament? Quake? Trying to think of other sci-fi shooters, but I can't at the top of my head. Doesn't look right, so I kind of want to manually go from here and slightly cut that up. That looks better. And from here, we do. That looks better. Now, this is going to have a picture in it, so we're actually not going to use the colour, but I'll keep the colour for now. And we're going to make it shiny, because they usually are very shiny like that. There you go. And that'd be where our picture sits. Now we just need to find a nice picture to use. It's kind of like Halo, bit third person. Okay, okay. How long have you been working on it for? And if you've done the art, is the art made by yourself or using asset packs? No shame in using asset packs. I'm very... I jump backwards and forward on my ping in the asset packs. Oh, they're not on stream. I can't show them on stream, Muse King. They're like... they're waiting outside for when I finish. Okay, okay. Have you got anything you can show us that I can have a gander at? F word. This can also... To be fair, it looks pretty good like that. But this can also have a little bit of height. I think... No, it's... inwards, right? It's in the paper you have the Polaroid. I don't need as much as these normals are showing. Yeah, I could have this like much more smooth. So a solution to that would be taking this mask. Where is it? Copy. No, copy mask. I always lose what that is. Do that. Paste the mask into here, which will do the same thing. Which will do it on here, but not on the bottom part, which will be one on the bottom part. And then invert this. Invert this. There you go. That way this part stays shiny, while this part still has a paper effect. Now, I still want a little bit of that bumpiness, but only a very, very, very slight amount. So we're just going to do a duplicate of this. Nope. Duplicate of this. Where am I looking? There you go. White mask. Actually, don't invert mask. Then come into the normals and then turn them down drastically. Go to the height and then turn that down drastically. There you go. So we get this slight bit of bumpiness. Sweet. Yeah, just if you scroll down, you'll see my Discord. Have you joined? Yeah, if you join the Discord, and then if you just want to speak to me directly, just private message me. I'm not usually that into being private messaged, but if you would need something specific, I don't mind too much. Alright. Not sponsored. This corner here is not very good. Half-Life 2 VR. There's a Half-Life 2 VR. And how good is good? I suspect it's probably very good, to be fair. Especially if someone else is modding it and not... Actually, Steam or Valve's very good, but people who mod Half-Life stuff is awesome. Jessica, gamer girl, has joined the Discord server. Bunch of people modding it, right? Yeah. To be like Half-Life, same with Gmod. All those people who mod those are phenomenal at modding. It's crazy. Yep, I definitely know who Orlok is. Got to put the metal on all these. Don't know if it's necessarily still. Can I just put it underneath and it should apply it to all of it? Yeah. Cool. Good. Where's the reflection notice? My server's very random on how active they want to be. Sometimes they all get chatty and sometimes they're all very silent. So it's like a roulette of how much communication you're going to get when you join the server. Am I too quiet now? I keep seeing myself like under peak. Everyone knows him, but he's only got 800 followers. That's sad. How many have I got? I've got way less than that. 171 followers. Yeah, I don't have many followers. What am I doing? Oh, I need a picture. Maybe I'll just put one of my scenes in there, like a little throwback to something I've made. Yeah, I like that image. Oh, I've joined some people's Discords, but I don't actually use it, so I tend to not know whose Discords I've joined. Nice, Martin, nice. Steve, I can't even remember how I found you. I don't know. People find me in the most mysterious ways. I think well, yeah, I think I found you randomly streaming on my recommended and noticed that one of your pieces was recreation of an image I always see in an inspiration set. Yeah, I don't go on a long search, but when I look for inspiration. Let's grab this image. Put you guys over here. Drag this into here. Drag it in as a texture. Yeah. Project. Boom. Should be able to just do this. Base color. Cool. Rotate it. Oh, it's so stretched. Should be able to do this. So I should be able to cut it out, so I'm just going to place it so it looks good. Like that. And then we should be able to do this. Copy mask. Back mask. Paste it into mask and it should cut it out. There you go. We don't want any of the... Uh-oh. Why do things keep freezing for me today? There we go. Oh, it's still got its shininess. Oh, perfect. Because I was about to say, we still want it... Oh, yeah, because I put it in as just... Yeah, just color. Yeah. Nice. We've got that nice shiny effect on it. Ooh, look at that. Sweet. Then we just want some dirt and grunge. So how did I do that one? Give me more room. There's a guy on Facebook who uploads like 10 inspiration 3D renders a day, and I just don't know who the hell is out there making these amazing things. Oh, mate. It's crazy. What I don't understand, you know, something that always like bothered me was when I'd finished university, the amount of times I'd see like a graduate go, yeah, I'm just a graduate, and then they'd post this most amazing like 3D render I've ever seen, like graduate 3D artist. Art station. I don't know how though, but my boss always seems to find the most mediocre people, man. As mean as that sounds. So yeah, this is what I expect from a graduate, right? Maybe a little better than that. Not to put this person down. Wait. Sometimes I look at Psych and I wonder, why did they keep it so low poly for just a render? That's a render as well. That's CGI. That's rendered in Blender by the looks of it. Cycles, I think, because it's a very iconic, like, grainy. And it's, like, really low res. But this is what I expect. And I'm actually going to... see my message on Discord in general chat. In general chat. Ooh. Animation? I'm not really an animator. I mean, the most animation I've got in my portfolio is probably in here. With like all these little guys moving. Like all the little characters move and stuff. Oh, he doesn't. Oh, no, he does. He's slightly moving his arm. And like the train moves and stuff. That's probably the extent of my animation. So I don't know how well I'll be able to answer any questions on animation. Have I got any animation in here? Nothing's really animated in here. Except her. But I didn't really animate her. I just got like an automated one. Or I got one from Maximo. But a Homer twerk. I don't want to show the Homer twerk. If you do uni, you'll have at least one amazing piece of work to your name. No, like, well, like, all right, I'll show you like examples. So, has my friend not made? So this is. Oh wait, I'm not actually on his thingy. This is an old friend of mine from university. I don't mind too much showing my friends' university work as long as they're on ArtStation. That's the kind of point, is I'm showing off. They want to show off their work. I'll show you what I made out of university. So out of university, I had this. This was basically any environment I had. And people still like it, but let's be honest, it's not amazing. Some of the close-ups look cool. Wow, this is way faster than I thought it was. Because you get a really close-up of these, like, books and these really plastic-looking flowers and the tuna cans and the soups and the baked beans. But this is what I had out of university. And as a 3D model... so I didn't have this textured, but I had this out of uni, like as in this. So I had it untextured. I didn't have it textured yet. So this is what I had out of uni. Last year I finally decided to texture it up. And I also had this. Oh, that's the tank again. This, which I also had this untextured, but I don't know if I have an untextured picture on here. That should be Marmoset Viewer, but it's just hello. Is Marmoset broken? Whatever. I had this, but also not textured. So I didn't have too much at university. I had like 3 kind of good looking things. I like actually looking at my friend's work, because I think he's a very good artist, but I think he lacks presentation. Like, I think his stuff looks pretty good. Like, he makes some nice looking things. Like, look at that, like, nice detailing here. Like on other things like this. I've never had anything this detailed because I make environments, so I don't tend to put the time in. And look at that. Look how nice that looks. Probably even done a high poly. Oh, he's not showing it. So, my problem with his work... Oh, he's actually removed some of them. Is just a presentation. Why has he got this in the background? That's not too bad. He's actually removed some of these pieces. Like this is just not lit very well. Eager, this is a good example. Why is all the dusty areas, like where you'll get grunge build up, the lightest part of it? Where's the light even coming from? Is it coming from us? Like, where's the shadow casting? Where's the ambient occlusion? These gaps here should be dark because of the ambient occlusion, not light. Like, it doesn't make any sense, and it just looks much more flatter without those things in there. See what I mean? Whereas we look at some of the stuff I've made. This isn't me showing myself off. This is like standard stuff that you should be able to do. He should really take this off his ArtStation though. Or at least maybe just keep the materials on. Because the materials look good. It's just, again, the presentation. But like when you've got like decent lighting set up, you'll have such a... And look, like depth of field, you'll have such a cooler effect to your things. Shadows, ambient occlusion, like the lighting hitting it like here, giving it a nice reflection. Hitting these screws, giving them a much brighter color, while these are sitting more in darkness. Like, it just helps. Here is almost black because it's... Well, I think I actually painted it black, but it's also sat in ambient occlusion. Like here, shadow and ambient occlusion build up. Yeah. I was making sure no one's messaged me. Cool, so that looks pretty neat. That looks so neato. Why does it have... You see that? It's got like a weird effect here. Like it's not... Got that... This one? No, it's the last one, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, is it because of the normal? Which one's applying the normal again? Yeah. What is? I'll just keep it like that then. Yeah, let's keep it like that. That's fine. Let's get some grunge on it. I've got some grunge on one of my other pieces of paper, so I'll try to copy just what I've got there. Drawings. Oh, you know what? They actually should be underneath the other bits, like here, or even lower. Here, probably. Yeah. So if I just do, I don't want that. What's this one? Yeah. Want something like this. I don't know why I'm putting so much detail into this pinboard. I'll be honest. It's really, it doesn't really need this information. There you go. So it's obviously way too much, but what I'm looking for. Something more like this. Oh, now you got something like grunge on it. If we go to roughness, I'll have it slightly transparent. That. Cool. We've got the mark here, that's fine. And then lastly, what I'll do is I'll do what I did to the other one where I quickly just grab a pen. I have a pen. I have pineapple. Pineapple pen. You guys remember that? Apple pen, pineapple pen, pen, pineapple, apple pen. You're like, what the heck did Steve just say? Hold on a minute. Oh, yeah, that is what I'm looking for. Something like this, just to make these edges darker. We filter, we blur. The blur looks like it's doing nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Jump into sexy blur. There you go. Cool. And then we reduce it. He says, well, still in the roughness. He reduces it. There you go. And we turn off everything like that. And then we reduce it a little bit more. We get to a point we're looking for. So I want the edges just a little bit darker. Okay. Cool. Lastly, so I kind of want to make the paper a little darker on here. Just a little bit, he says. Just a little bit. Last one. What do we have on the last piece of paper? Grocery list. Ned Flanders. You just want Ned Flanders on there. Like a drawing of him? A Polaroid of him? What are we thinking, Martin? Oh, I should have Ned Flanders, but have an F on it. Got the most perfect picture of him. Oh, what? Is it because it's wrong? Why does it not like web P's, man? Save image? Does it still have to be a web P? It does. I like that image though. What about this one? No, I like muscular Flanders. I mean, who doesn't? Let's do that. Is this still gonna save us? Fine, I'll Giazzo it. Jesus. Yeah, because the good drawing of Ned Flanders gets a lower mark than the bad drawing of Homer. That fits the theme of The Simpsons. Let's be honest. Oh, not that. Wait. My brain's going empty. That, there you go. That, there. Here we go. Well, he's a little bit lower quality than I was expecting, but he's only supposed to be small. So first of all, we want to grayscale him. Oh, wow. Weirdly enough, that yellow matches his pants, like, tone. Huh. That's very interesting. Select. Color range. Ooh. Not quite. Try that again. Nope. Kind of just wanted to select the outline. I don't think we're going to be able to do that. No, we're not. Do I just put it on like this then? We select the white. We get rid of the white areas. Yeah. Ned Flanders. That's not what I'm looking for. I want this one to be up. Great stream. Thank you, Zivko. Thank you very much. Hope you're enjoying it. This project. I like how you said that while I'm getting like a sexy Ned Flanders in. Look at that man. Look at that absolute man. This should just be on sketch paper, right? Like not, it wasn't just in like a, in that. It's like proper on sketch paper. Amazing stream. Wow, Jesus, another Amber. Thank you. That is exactly the reason why it's Shadow of a Man. Right? Right? And we just look at him. That's a piece right there. Or if we get roughness in. So first of all, we want to get the paper texture in. But we want it to be quite clean paper. Again, we want to make it look like Ned Flanders is better than... Because we've got Homer over here. Oh, it's going to do that. Of course it is. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. So turn off roughness. That's fine. So we want this paper to look relatively clean. Probably keep the detailing on. Bring you off. Come into you. And then go like this. So we've got quite nice clean paper. Oh no. What's it got this edge for? I didn't even notice that. Can I white mask it and get rid of that edge? Okay. So what do you guys do? Zivko and another Amber, you guys artists? Are you programmers? Are you just here for a ride? What's the dealio? That's fine. Cool. So it's clear that like Marge or something put this up, let's be honest. Slight transparency. Cool. We want an F. Is an F minus a grade? There you go, F minus, perfect. Can I just do this as a texture? It didn't work when I tried it last time, right? Oh no, they not brilliant, not brilliant. Let's go into Photoshop, pop it in here. Oh yeah, that is, woo, that's something. Select you. Ooh. Wow, that tolerance needs to be high. Oops, that's not high. High. I do the outsides. Boom, boom, boom. Right. Modify. And 1. Delete all that. Filter, blur. Just a little bit to make it a bit neater. Nice. We'll just do it as an alpha. Because as an alpha, it means I can change the color manually. It is windy outside. You can hear it. Turn down the saturation. Turn that down. I don't want to do one more select on this. Let's I expand by like 3. And do one little blur again. Nah. I just didn't like how wobbly this looks, and I can't bother to go over it manually because I'm a lazy boy. We all know I would not be able to write it like that by hand. My hand skill, not only is my drawing skills mediocre, my handwriting is below mediocre. I have terrible handwriting. F grade. I actually had special needs for handwriting growing up. It was that bad. What time is it? Okay. Excuse me. Look at Ned Flanders. I'm so close to him. You know, it does kind of look drawn. What I was going to do, actually, is... Let's do all library. Wait. Oh. Alpha. Because I might actually use something like that in the future. Cool. So what we do here now, which is what I did earlier, is we do this, we do this. Yeah, draw it over the top. That looks good. They're not going to care. That, turn off the roughness. Actually, keep the roughness on. Because usually the pen is a little bit shinier than the paper. Not like drastically, but just a little bit. There we go. We've got an F minus. I kind of want to redo that and do it more so all of it's on the page. There you go. Sweet. Now, if I go to Ned Flanders and we do a filter and we do a blur slope. Oh, it doesn't let you do it with decals. It doesn't let you do it with these. Filter, blur slope. It does. I wanted it to like be. I wanted to do it a little bit like that, so it looks a bit more drawn. Which I kind of like that as well on the actual F minus. But I can't do that on Ned Flanders? That's interesting. Really? Filter, blur. Oh wait, so blur's working. Hold on a minute. Did I just click the wrong thing? I might have clicked the mask instead of him. That's like, oh, there you go. So I only want it to be a little bit, just to look like it's not perfect drawing. Yeah, there you go. Like it's in chalk or something. That's what I'm talking about. Look at those abs. Right, you can also turn this up and down. Increase that quality. Oh, I liked how it looked before. Sweetness. Yeah, it is annoying that when you turn on the roughness. Oh, you know what? I know how to fix that. What I'd have to do, because it's a different layer. So if we find Ned again, Flanders. See, this actually won't work, but it will actually do it to certain areas of him. So the easiest way to accomplish what I'm actually looking for is basically do this. Go image adjustment. Like this. Nope. Image adjustment. That one. Like this, just creating a silhouette. And then turn that silhouette into what color I'm going to want it. So chalk is very, very... If we're doing it in chalk, it's very, very dull. Oh, so here, sorry. So wait, black is shiny, white is rough. So yeah, actually where we've got it's pretty good. Something like this, and then if we export this as Ned rough, or Ned, yeah, roughness. Because I feel like there should be an easier way to do this, but at the top of my head, I can't think of one right now. But this should work. Extra current project. I don't want to keep this. I don't want Ned always in my projects, and then do this. There you go. Now he's separated. The paper, I can have a little bit shinier. Oh, it's at max roughness right now. Oh. That one's apparently not determining roughness at all. Which one determines my roughness? You? No? Wait, the paper's shiny now. Hold on a minute, hold on a minute. So we don't want the paper to be shiny. I think it's just because I couldn't notice it was shining. There you go. Oh, it is doing that. Okay, okay. So we'll have the paper like around here, and then Ned would be completely rough. Weirdly enough, I can't see the separation very well. Because of the normals, I think. If we, Okay. Ned looking good. Good. Click it. Yeah. Probably want the soft. Yeah. So I'm going to do what I did earlier, where I do boom, 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 boom. About the selection. Multiply. Turn off roughness. We'll turn off everything. Add a blur. Okay, and then adjust this down so we have only a slight edge change. I'm going to sneeze. Ah, feel it. Apparently not. Okay. The more we turn him down, the more he'll go into the paper. Oh, we could actually go into him. Oh, this won't work, will it? So we'll do this. The whole thing come up, but we could. Wait, what do I call it? Ned Roughness. There you go. Could do that to the height. Oh god, and it'll actually come off the paper. Nah, I don't think I like that. It was worth a little test today. That is so weird. Okay, no. Bad. Bad Ned. Should we do like pencil marks over it, like Homer's scribble, like tried to scribble it out? Or should we like do Marge Simpson, like she signed it? How do people do like the fancy? Again, I'm not very good at fancy writing. So. Yeah, definitely want that to like, be this funny. Put it underneath all this. Set it to black. It'd be joined up much, wouldn't it? Oh well. That looks so bad. There you go. It's small enough that I don't think people will care. And that's our pin board. I know Substance doesn't let you throw a different texture. Need to diffuse texture and let you blur it with a brush and paint on it directly. Is there any way to do that? Wait, so... Wait, it doesn't let you do what? You can throw a diffuse on something. You just like... You just go like this, go fill, and you throw your texture into it. Or you can just throw it into your base color here. If we like, I don't know, wood. Is that what you mean? Wow, do I not? Oh, get camera texture. And then you can just filter blur. Is that what you're asking for? I think you just draw over the top of that by creating a new layer. I feel like I've misinterpreted what you meant, but is that what you mean? My signature is a good touch. Thank you. I got a little. Do you like the little heart? Oh, it's shiny. Whoops. Well, it could be in like a fountain pen or something. Nah, it looks wrong. It's oh, good. Why did I just put her pen? Oh, there you go. There you go. Directly edit an image you had from Blender, for example. Directly edit it, right? So, oh, I guess you just throw it into Photoshop then and edit in there, right? And then you just import it in afterwards. Again, I might be misunderstanding quite what you're asking for. I still, as much as I want the paper to look clean, I still think it needs to be a tad darker. Stop auto-saving. I guess, but I wanted to do it in Substance. Yeah, I mean, you can, like I said, you can layer like fill layers and just draw over the top, but then you can also, like, again, if you've got your like thingy, you could do, if you've got your diffuse like I just did here, so this is like adding your diffuse, you can add like filters to it as well, like I just did with the blur slope, which made it like sort of the blockiness. And you can add generators too. Oh, the generator's not going to work the way I thought it was going to, but yeah. Did you draw those images? No, no, no. I did not. Do you like this one, though? I should have drawn this one, let's be honest. I should have drawn this one, but I didn't. But Ned Flanders, I just grayscaled him, put a effect on him to make it look like it's kind of being drawn on, like with chalk or something. Chalk? Charcoal. We could have smudge marks. Like smudge. I want it to look kind of immaculate though, so I'm veering away from smudge marks. Like this. Like if we go random angle, I'll go a size as well a little bit. Random angle as well. Angle, there you go. Like this. That black. Turn it down a little bit. We have like a little imperfection. Oh, they're shiny. They are not supposed to be shiny. They're also supposed to be under here. And they are supposed to not even have a roughness. Actually, I guess they can have a roughness and they're supposed to be really rough. Rougher than a paper. I have a creative baked map and I wanted to blur only parts of it. Oh, right. What you could do, I'll show you. So let's use that a random texture again, right? Actually, I don't need to, right? So if we come into here, this is the first thing that comes into my head. You can blur it in Photoshop as well, but if you 100% are trying to just use Substance, let's get that camo texture I just used as an example. Bugger. Go to here. There you go. Fill that in. Bye, Ned. You can always make two versions of it. Make the second version blur. He says. I blurred the wrong bit. Yeah. Thank you so much for the follow, Henning Rick? Or subscription, I guess. So like this, right? So you get your blurred version, black mask your blurred version. Now I have no idea how this is going to work, but we'll have a look. Okay, I've got the wrong thingy. Basic. Like that, see what I mean? And now you're basically just applying the blur layer over the top of where you're painting. So now if I'm like this, I'm like, oh, I want the bottom part to be blurry. Boom. We blur the bottom, blur the top, and I've got focus in the middle. And if I'm like, oh, let's invert that, have a little bit more of a focus here, maybe here, see what I mean? Probably will do that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, that's the first thought I got about it, you know what I mean? So I thought I'd just go with what I just thought. Right, get rid of that. Get rid of that. I want to make the paper match that. I can't, it just looks wrong not matching the paper that's next to it. He says, wow, why is that so hard to match? Oh, because I've also taken out the details. Maybe I keep that. Oh my god, that is so bright. Maybe I keep it like this. Then we go into this paper and make this one a little brighter. Because this is Polaroid paper, which tends to be very, very bright. Like very clean looking. There you go. Cool, and then we've got Homer over here on smudgy paper and coffee stain and everything. And then, that's what we're talking about. All right. So that looks pretty good to me. The whole thing's exactly how I want it. It's a very interesting way to do this. God, that took ages to save. File, export. All right, so we need to actually figure what texture resolution we're looking for. So if we go through the amount of time, because I don't have to optimize, but sometimes I just like I should, you know what I mean? So this is what? The whole board. 2K, probably fine. It probably doesn't even need to be 2K, to be honest. These could probably just literally be like 512. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it literally looks no different. 512. 128. I mean, it could. It could be 128, probably, because it's literally just basically a base color with some normals on it. Versus 2K. Oh. Let's do 512. There you go. There is something very pleasing about lower res maps, I have to admit. So now when it comes to these guys, like the actual drawings, these are probably the ones that kind of need to be the highest detail, like if we go to like 512. Wow, I'm surprised how good that still looks on a 512. Huh. Maybe they don't need to be high res. Maybe just 1K them. Or even 512. 512 makes the tear. See, this is what I don't like, is some of the tears don't work because they like overlap. Which means technically I should probably just go into the tears. Where are they? One of these. This one. Should probably go into them and manually take away. Put them in a folder. White mask. And manually take away the spots that don't make sense. Wait, why is it in the invert? I only want like a little bit of scraping on it. Yeah. My mouse is invisible. I see your brush. Well, now everyone's lying to me. Oh, look at that grunginess. Alright. That could probably stay as a 1K. Ned could probably go to like a lower, yeah, 1K. Yeah. I mean, they could probably go to 512. You kind of lose some of that hand chalkedness if you go to 112. And in a Polaroid picture, technically in a game, these would be like 256 because you're never going to be like this. You're never going to like really look at it. kind of want those normal details even less than I got them. Where were they coming from? Which one's got... Oh no, mate. Which one's the normals? All right, that one. So we're going to height. Turn that down a little bit more. There you go. So it's only very subtle. And then what happens if I turn this to 256? Oh, look at that. 12. We'll just do 1K for this as well. Cool. So we're looking at 1K, 512. So 1K for free, 512 for that, and then 2K for the original. Save as. Oh no, not save as, on export. 4K blurry textures. I don't remember that. Do you think so, Moose? I was just reading. That was my response to your CryEngine one. To be fair, I wish I grew up with CryEngine. CryEngine when I was a kid looked freaking awesome, but it cost, right? Not now, but when I was younger. The picture of your previous run of what? Oh, right now is more high res than the other two ones. Well, this you're saying this is more high res? Wait, as in I left it too high res. Okay. Wait. Okay. Okay. What do you mean it just looks high res? Is that my phone vibrating? Oh, it is. Oh, okay, it's just a video someone sent me. So if I now export, if you leave it as base, wait. Yeah, based on output template. Wait, no. This one, based on each texture set. Yeah. Keep it like that so we don't generalize all of them. It should just export it as what I've set them to. Packed. Again, this is way too much. If you're making an entire environment, you shouldn't be putting this much detail into one area of it. It's just a waste of your time. CryEngine has but one shader. Oh no. Textures. Huh? Wait, is this actually an empty folder? What? Oh, I'm just putting it all in one folder. Right. I shouldn't do that. I should actually have them separate, otherwise this is going to be a huge mess. Especially because this one's going to have literally, what, we've got 5 parts of it, so 15 textures. That's 5 draw calls, which is actually really bad. But again, we're doing this for fun and not for other purposes. Not for like actually getting a working engine. Right, Unreal Engine. Here we are. I need to really organize my files. Board. There you go. Cool. So T underscore kitchen underscore pin board. So this can actually have a lot of prefixes. Ned Flanders underscore BC, because we need to verify where it is in the entire scene. And then because we've got all these sub textures, I need to verify that as well. So kitchen's where it is. I missed my hand. Kitchen is where it is. Pinboard is what it is. And then I need to say what it is on the pinboard. That makes sense? Oh my god, wait, what is that? Kitchen or pinboard. There you go. Wait, where did the more Ned Flanders ones go? This is also why you should name your layers in here, so we can come out and actually see what we're doing. So he's 55, yeah. Fuse 2, Fuse 3, Fuse 4, Fuse 6. Oh, you literally see it here. Okay, we wanna. Oh. And I should have copied all of it from here. And then only copied it from the start of, or before Ned Flanders. Picture underscore picture 3 underscore PC. Especially when you work in a company, naming conventions are key. But they do help yourself in the long run. As much as I'm lazy with them at times. But when you organize later as well, it's way easier to organize things if they're pre-named, I've noticed. Chroma drawing PC. Hey, Moderate, how's it going? You will like what I made in a second. I won't spoil it. I'll show you. What is this? Oh, that's the pins. What the? Looks so weird. Okay, yeah, I don't want the whole of the home drawing. I want pins underscore BP, BC, BP, blueprint. Cool, and then lastly, we want this again, but we want this to be frame or board. Either one could work fine as the name of convention. My boy. My man. Right, now we want to go into the master material basic. We want to do quite a few of them, so we're going to go m underscore kitchen underscore pinboard underscore cop. I pushed down by accident. And then pinboard underscore what it is, so we go frame. And then we've got to leave it at that, but I want to copy everything up to here. Get back into master. And we want to do one at a time. So we want to do that again. But this one, we want Homer drawing. Ned Flanders. Pins. Polaroid. I should have just called it a Polaroid. Right, then we want to go pin board. We want to re-import this, so it's the right one actually before we do that. Cool. Pub board, pin board. Oh, it is, you're right. It's probably just my there you go. It's my controller's plugged in. I don't know what objects are unbuilt because all my lights should be set to movable. Oh, that one. There you go. Cool. Now we want to do one at a time. So frame, there you go. Put it in the other monitor so I don't need to do it. Go into the actual asset. So I'm going to actually have to cover you guys up so I can't see you. This. Whatever you guys right now, I won't be able to see because I'm using all 3 monitors. I've said this a million times at my job. So my boss is like, about hiring people, and I know it's very mean of me to be like, don't hire someone who just has a laptop for 3D art. Because they could be amazing, don't get me wrong. They have to show a very nice portfolio for me to be like, oh, okay. But when doing 3D art and when you want to be efficient, it's much more efficient to at least have 2 monitors. I'm using 3 here. In fact, I would need a 4th monitor right now because I'd need you guys, because I can't see you guys talking right now. So, and we had someone who was working for the company who did only have 1 monitor, and she was so slow. Now, was it because of the monitor? I don't know, but it definitely slows down your workflow. Oh, that was not even being used. There was like a layer that wasn't even being used. There you go, okay. Sorry, I have to use the other monitors here. Again, I can't see you guys right now. Sorry. Boom. 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 Can I set this back to default? Because it's clearly not default. There you go. second, third, fourth, fifth, second. See what I mean though? Like right now, I'm using the viewport to grab the stuff I need. I'm using my top left monitor that you guys can't see, where I'm applying the textures to the materials, and I'm using my top right monitor to apply the materials to the asset. So I'm using all three simultaneously to do my work. This is why did I do this? Just pins. I purposely didn't. I was purposely doing one at a time so I knew which one was selected. I've ruined that now because I just did all of them at once. Cool. This one is Ned Flanders. Boom. I'll tick the boxes. Oh, that's not right. That's not supposed to be that one. Hold on a minute. That's supposed to be that one. What is wrong with that? What? Have I got a blank normal map? I could really use one. I need a blank normal map and a blank ORM map, I think. So I think what I'm doing is I'm overlaying something in the base material. I could be wrong. See what you guys are writing. Let's cover up one of my monitors. I've cut down to do 2, so it's okay. Shoot, 32 inches monitors isn't enough for me. 32 inches, Jesus. And at work, I may master Alt-Tab because they have one screen. Oh, God, I'd hate that. I uploaded finished render to finished pieces, and you tell me what you think. Let's have a look. Oh, that looks awesome. That looks like a real picture. I like that a lot. I mean, I can't really... It looks like what it's supposed to look like. I can't really critique that. So... That's not in the Unreal Engine, right? I feel like that lighting is way too good. I know Lumen's very good, but that looks more like a render, right? It's Blender, yeah. Yeah, you can get really nice ArcViz renders in Blender. Is the mat on the floor floating off the ground? That's got way too thick of like a black ambient occlusion on it. I think this is too transparent. What's the point of having a curtain where you can see through it like almost entirely? The rug on the floor, I think, is hovering off the floor, isn't it? Or is it just pulled up at the corners? Which is not really how a rug works. The corners don't just pull up like that. Not as heavily. Okay, Lebon. I mean, it's going to vary from person to person. I just know for a fact, if you gave me one monitor, I'd be significantly slower than using 3 monitors. But yeah, the curtains make no sense, because why would you have a curtain? It looks like a bathroom one. Well, actually, no, even bathroom ones aren't as transparent. So I think this should be like a proper curtain. Maybe you were going for something like that, so if that's what you were going for, it's fine. But I do think that curtain the curtain looks the least realistic thing in the scene. It just looks wrong, and I don't know if it's because of how shiny and transparent it is, but it don't look right. If you remove that curtain, the scene would look better. Now, again, it's my own personal preference, but it just looks wrong to me. I assume this is a plane, right? If this is a plane, I think you should move it back a little bit and make it bigger. Or put it on a mesh that curves a little bit. Or curves a little bit. There you go. And maybe even curves this way and curves this way. Because that will give you a slight more depth effect to it. But yeah, other than that, it looks really good. The more I look on, the more I'm critiquing it. After I said I can't critique any of this. So what's happening here? Why are we getting this? Have I assigned the wrong thing? No, that's got the right... Yeah, it's because of this. Hold on a minute. Micro roughness. Okay, it's not the micro roughness. Micro normals? No. What is going on? There's definitely something funky happening. It's keeping one of my textures that I don't want it to keep. So, downside to using a master material is I get really confused of what's doing what. Let's do what I said I was going to do. Let's have some flat normals. Photoshop. Got a silhouette Ned. Let's just do it like 512 or 512. Flat, normal, flat. Oh, can I not grab the color from here? Yeah. And have these as our default on the micro detailing. Blank or normals blank. I know it's like the reverse way of saying it, but that makes the most sense to me. Now we need like an ORM map. So what would be the generic ORM map color? So that'd be 1 in everything, right? As in all the channels. So if we go red. Oh, which would just be white, right? 1 in everything would make it white. T underscore blank white. I don't know how much sense this makes to you guys to why I'm doing this. Why is my mouse... Is my computer really laggy? PC, what are you doing? When I go onto my top left monitor, it gets really laggy. Oh, is it better now? What's going on? My wallpaper engine's like peaked. My wallpaper engine went up to 70% GPU usage. Hopefully that didn't stop the stream. Am I still here? Did I die? Am I dead or am I back? Oh, God. Am I dead? Hello? No, it says I'm still here. You're good now. Okay. Cool, thank you. My wallpaper engine just like freaked out. Okay, get my blank stuff that I just made. I only went over to this desktop because thingy. It was the the desktop I've got is the Doge with the bamboo hat on and the samurai sword. And he was just like, no, I don't want to run well anymore. Blank? Why not double A? Uh oh. So it's definitely applying it. So why has white made it broken though? Oh, because it needs to be 0. Right. It needs to be, so default should be 0 in metallic. So I've essentially just made it metallic. But that shouldn't even be applying. Why is it overlaying the ORM map? Alright, I need to go into it and see what's going on. So I have like an overlaying, so that's our normal ORM map, right? This is slow as well. I have... Wait, am I just being an idiot? There's my micro roughness. I'm just being an idiot. It's just in a weird order. Oh. Okay. Yeah, look. Right. So you've got BC, micro, and ORM. So if I could, I'd move these down. But yeah. God, I wonder what was going on. I've never had a problem in the past. So I was like, there's got to be something I'm doing. You guys back up. I suppose you set it back to 1080. Why not watch me on 144? That sounds good. I like how it was 144 and you thought it was 240. Like, I don't know how different that quality actually is. Is it significant? It's got to be, right? Click on here. 144 versus 240. Honestly, it's not that different. All right, let's just get this sorted now. I'm just been messing around too much. So we want to go. What am I doing? We want to go pin board. This should have been very fluid. I was just being an idiot. Boom, boom. Wow, that's shiny. Oh right. So something you always need to remember to do is untick your sRGB when you import these. Now that should not be shiny. There you go. Now that's a pin board or cork material. Untick all of them. They're surprisingly similar. Yeah, I was surprised. You'd think the extra 100, that's basically an extra 100 pixels in one direction. Well, I guess it's doing it in other places too, but because what is 144 by the... Is it still 16:9 aspect ratio? So that'd be what? Maths. I can't do the maths on that. But whatever it is. So you're adding like 100 pixels one area and probably like 150 the other area. But it doesn't look as different as I thought it would. I thought it'd be like a massive improvement, but it doesn't feel like that. Okay. Back to doing this. So boom. Close that and reopen these. Updating data streaming. Data streaming? Texture streaming. Okay, so this one is fixed now. This one still needs to be fixed, so get rid of those two, put these in. We got the pin board, so there's got to be that for color, that for this, that for this. Cool. That's the pin, sorry, not the pin board. This is the Ned Flanders drawing, so we want to go this, turn micros off, this. Now Ned should look pretty good. Yeah, look at that boy. Nice. Again, you won't be able to see a lot of the detail I did because it's going to be like over here, but I just thought it'd be fun to spend that much time doing like silly detailing. Because who doesn't like silly detailing? No, that's not that one. That one? Yeah, that one. This is Homer. Marge. Boom. 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 Oh, those things didn't even look like I changed it. And then lastly, that one. Yeah. Boom. Why? Oh, it's because I've got a low, because it's only on 50 screen percentage, so it doesn't lag too much for you guys. It's probably already lagging for you guys, but it shouldn't be lagging as much. And we've got the pin board. Oh, it's not lagging too much. The nice shine on the Polaroid. Well, yeah, because like... I mean, look, this is clearly a masterpiece. This is garbage. Right? Like, come on. I should have actually put some extra pins just, like, on the bottom or something. I could still do that. Just, like, quickly... amazing. I thought you'd like that. I just like a couple around here. I want you, and I want to deselect you and you. Because you always have spare pins. Let's do a duplicate color. This, and then let's just do like one of these. Marge drew it, and Homer gave it a rating. I think that's what I'm going with. This is why I was thinking of doing the pins as an actual. Oh, it's slow now. Whoa. That's why I was thinking of doing the pins as an actual. Whatchamacallit? Foliage. See, we don't get the shadowing here now, but I don't think that matters too much. I mean, if worse comes to worse and we do want to get the shadowing, we could just make a smiley face with them. No. Already re-imported it now. It's too late. I know the stream's probably like 5-10 seconds behind, but kitchen pinboard. Re-import. So I could re-import these like this. There you go. Wow, that's got longer than I thought it was gonna take. And then rebake this one here. Just put this one, and it should just do the shadows here for me, as you can see on the ambient occlusion map. There you go, and we should get some shadowing there. And then I can re-export and just re-export this one. It's like extra detailing that I shouldn't really care too much about, but grab the original textures, which is that one, and that one, re-import those, and we should see more shadowing coming from there. There you go. And we have our pinboard done and excellent. It doesn't look that chalky, but it's close enough. Yeah. Again, there's no reason I should have put that much detail into this, but I did, and that's all that matters. It looks kind of cool from far away. I think when everything else is coloured around it, it'll give a really nice effect, like that extra detail on the wall. What an absolute waste of time. It's in the shadow as well. I think an image here, especially if these moved out the way, or at least sort of more like this, where you're covering a bit of the pinboard. Image from like here look really cool as like in one of the renders, something like that. Right now I'll keep it when they were left. There you go. I mean, that looks kind of cool as well, to be fair. Stupid sexy Ned Flanders. Stupid sexy Chalk Flanders. Charcoal, I keep saying chalk. My little details, no, they are good. Thank you. That cork material came in clutch. That looks really nice. Like, that's a nice cork material. Okay, I was also thinking of a way to make it so when I put the pins, they change color randomly if I did do them as a foliage asset. Foliage actor is probably more accurate. Alright, so let's save this. I'll take a picture of this and put it in our Steve's progress chat. Yeah, not responding, I know. I hate stuff like this. Look at that sharpness. Like, no ambient occlusion in substance. Could go into photo mode. No, that's terrible. I've never liked setting up staging for this. Because you can obviously use these ones, which definitely work better, but I don't want this to be floating in the middle of this place. You can turn the background off. Is it here? No. Exposure. Environment opacity. Is it not there? Background clear color. There you go. So then you can just pick which background you like the most, but keep a clear background. That one's dull. I mean, I guess you can turn up this. The shadow here looks nice. What res did you export it at? At different resolutions. The cork is 2K, the pictures are 1K, and then the pins are 512. So technically, if the pins were also 1K, 4 1Ks would make 2K, so it's almost 2 2K textures. Which is very high res. You don't need it to be that high res. I want to make that very clear to anyone who's actually making gaming assets. You do not need it that high res. We're making a funny, silly scene that I'm not caring about optimization. Anyways, so how long does it actually take to render? It could get to 1,000. 1,000? That seems a little excessive. Oh, look at those shadows here. That's so cool. Although, how far is it floating away from the wall? So I was just going to take a picture of that and put in the chat. Wait, has it got to re-render every time I do this? What? Whatever, I'll just do that. And print screen. Pop it in Steve's progress. Oh, here you go. Oh yeah, those curtains look way better. They still look... I don't know, they still look like shower curtains though. Is it the silkiness? Again, maybe it's just me who thinks that looks weird. But... yeah, and am I incorrect by saying the rug does look like it's floating off the ground? Like, does that not look like it's floating? Or is that just that strong of an ambient occlusion there? But yeah, I don't know. Oh wait, did you check? No. Oh yeah, this one's definitely better. Wait. Curtains definitely don't necessarily need to be transparent. In fact, the curtains shouldn't be transparent at all. It's not transparent, it's subsurface scattering you're looking for. So I think this is already better. This is better to me than this or this. This makes more sense. I think having it white is pretty lame. I think if you could pop some color in there, the best color I think you could use is the same color as the pillows. So you have this matching color effect. That as well. I was thinking net curtains, but net curtains also won't look like this. A net curtain will have like a cut, or it'd be netting. It'd be cut out into a certain pattern. Net curtain. It's gonna prove me wrong now, isn't it? No, yeah, look. You usually have like a pattern on them, or like super thin in some areas. I guess you can have some that isn't like this. So I guess you're right. Oh yeah, because I guess netting just means it's yeah, I guess like even those are thicker, but they just don't look right as curtains. Wow, most of these do not have curtains. It's really annoying. Yeah, I guess it's more similar to these ones. Or these ones. Like I said, it's not necessarily wrong. It's my preference with the curtains. But I prefer something like this. But maybe you could do a balance like you've got here. And maybe turn down the roughness. Because I think, has that got roughness on it? It looks shiny. Even net curtains aren't shiny. Yeah, net curtains, yeah. Like, a curtain won't be shiny, it will just kind of appear sort of that way because the way there's light shining through it. But that looks like you've got some... that looks like you've got a silk curtain, which is technically a thing, I can only imagine. But a silk curtain also wouldn't be transparent, right? Silk curtain. Yeah, like a silk curtain. That's not even that silky ego. That's quite silky. Won't be transparent because silk isn't. So you've like... in at least my perspective, you've got like the combination of like net curtain transparency with a silk curtain reflectiveness. But again, maybe it's not reflective. Maybe that is coming from your light coming through. not sure. Yeah, and it's 0.5. Maybe you could turn it lower. Oh, wait. Higher, sorry. Higher. If it's roughness, if it's glossiness. It's really weird. Some software has it as glossiness, which means the higher you have it, the more more reflective it is. And some software like UE4 and UE5 has roughness, which means the higher it is, the less reflective it is. Yeah, you could use another curtain on the other side. It depends what you're trying to show. But technically, you should have one on the other side, but because obviously you got all these hoops. But I don't mind it not being like that, because you get all this light piercing through. With a curtain here, you won't get any of this happening. So I think that's more of an artistic choice rather than accuracy. Oh wait, I was gonna post it in chat. Yeah. I should have wrote on it, stupid sexy Flanders. How shiny is it? For some reason it looks really, really shiny. Just the core, because it's supposed to be very shiny, but I remember turning it up a little bit. Because I don't know, for some reason I wanted it a tad shinier. Nah, it doesn't look very shiny at all. The normals look good though. Didn't Marge draw Ned Flanders? Like when he looked like this? Didn't she go to a drawing class? He was like a life drawing. Am I wrong? Ned Flanders life drawing. Marge draws Ned Flanders. I love doing a scene that's like from a show or something. Because I get to do like, I get to look at references stuff. What is this? What is this? Marge gets with Flanders? Is this an actual thing? I don't know. I remember they did acting with each other, which is this scene. Okay, you come into here, unhide this. Get freaking everything in my face. I always turn off the wrong one. There's still so many things I should be used to by now, and I just never will be. I just already unwrapped. Whoa! Stop, man. New base. What's this part? A lot of room. What even is this? Oh, what's that? I don't need those two. That's the bottom as well, right? No, that's the top. That one? Yeah, this and this I can scale down and squeeze into here. You're not going to see them. Then I need to get this like up here, and then I should be able to scale this a little bit more. Annoying that this isn't going flat, but it is like this. Like if I technically did this, we'll get two much more long flat ones. We do not. That was a complete. Wait, is it because I'm wrapping on the wrong thing? No. Yeah, it's not doing it at all. Oh wait, it's because I removed that. No, oh, that one gets flat. Why is this one so rounded? That's terrible. That's exactly what I want it to look like. But the one on the left looks terrible. So that's probably a nice equal medium. I mean, I guess I could increase the scale of these to get use out of space. I've said this before. I've kind of come to the realization that I know texture density is really important, but equally, if you can scale things up and get more use out of space, that's also quite important. So I've been doing that way more lately. So it does throw off your texture density, but it's just not noticeable. If something's 10% more detailed in texture, it's not going to be very noticeable. So I've just started basically going screw it and scaling anything up that I can in the textures. So here, look, you got like loads more room to work with here now, especially with these over to the side. Probably squeeze these and there. I squeeze you here as well. Probably do something like this actually. You here. Oops. You. What? But I can't even select it. There you go. A game? What's a game? Oh, a game. Okay. But all this room here that's going to waste now, though. It's very frustrating to look at. Very unsightly. We'll do some of this. Grab you here. Stop it. Grab you here. This can technically stay here. Pull you guys over. Grab you guys. And I could probably get a little bit more detail out of you guys. It's a little bit extra space. I was reading like posts about people comparing games yesterday, and one thing that always gets me is like people are like, you can't compare these two games. Like, well, when you talk like game of the year, you have to. So it's like if you said what's the best movie, well, you can't compare it. Well, you have to. If you're asking what's the best, you got to drop the idea that you can't compare them, and you're gonna have to compare them. I know that sounds really mean, but it's just like it's like you have to do when you're actually trying to compare the best. It's critics have to do that. If you say to a critic, oh, what's the best movie this year? They have to decide, even though there's a lot of different movies, which one's the best. And one thing that got me recently is people keep comparing Stray to Elden Ring on quality of the game. And that's fine. I think Stray's probably a very good game. I actually spoke to Mesh's moderator about this yesterday. I think Stray's probably a very, very good game because I love those kind of games where you sort of just progress through the level. It's very narrative, kind of like Limbo, Flower, Journey, Inside, even Little Nightmares. That's got a little bit more interactive features in Little Nightmares, or at least a common medium to compare it to. Yeah, exactly. Let's put this back. But people were comparing Elden Ring and Stray, and they're saying Stray deserves Game of the Year over Elden Ring. And I just can't look at a narrative-based game. Like, if you said Stanley Parable deserved Game of the Year, I'd be like, well, no, it doesn't. It's not really a game. I love Stanley Parable. I've probably got more hours than I should in that game because I think it's hilarious. The narration's so funny, and it's just such a fun experience from start to finish. But I don't consider it that much of a game because most of the experience is played out for you. Your character moves through an environment. You can't even jump. You just move. You move through an environment and you left click sometimes. And that's the entire experience. The gameplay is extremely limiting. And in my opinion, the less gameplay that's involved in a game, it makes it less of a game. So I would never call something like Stanley Parable Game of the Year. And I have the same sort of opinion on narrative-based experiences like Journey, Flower, Stray, and stuff like that. Because when I was watching reviews on Stray, you don't even point and jump places. You'll automatically jump to an area, right? There's no... The reason I only have favourite games of a genre, a game doesn't need to be Game of the Year, YE. Game of the Year, something E. And then all these awards for it to simply be the best game. Yeah, exactly, right? So I completely agree with that. Because the way I look at it is something like, let's say Flappy Bird, people were obsessed with. Well, technically they were. People were obsessed with Flappy Bird. But just because you could get a lot of hours in it, just because it was addicting, doesn't mean it's the best game. Or you shouldn't be rating a Game of the Year, should I say. Elden Ring has a very, very expansive experience. Very different gameplay elements, different interactive elements, loads of different enemies, bosses, and things to interact with. Even when you're thinking of melee, you can go to different melee builds. You could be like a spear build that keeps your distance, so you base most of your gameplay on positioning and sometimes rolling. You can go ham and go really light armor, quick rolls, and a quick weapon, and base your entire gameplay on dodging and attacking. You can go shield, a great shield and armor, and go a whole build that's based on you don't need to dodge and stuff. You just need to block, essentially block, hit, and that's just melee. You got different ways of range attacks. You've got crossbows and bows. You've got then magic. You've got miracles, faith, arcane. I don't think you have pyromancy in Elden Ring. Let's discredit AAA budget, talent, and time so we can give indies a chance. Yeah, I mean, that's why you have Game of the Year, like the Indie Game of the Years as well, where you rate indie developments, which is, I think, you need. Because, yeah, talk about Elden Ring. Now, comparing that to Stray, which is a game where you are able to move and you will automatically jump to surfaces. There's no much gameplay to that. It's a much more narrative experience. Now, that to me, for Game of the Year, for a gameplay experience, is much lower. Because most of the experience isn't gameplay driven. That's why whenever I think of a gameplay driven game, those are the ones that win Game of the Year. You know what I mean? That's my opinion on it anyway. I know a lot of people could say, oh, but my favorite game is Heavy Rain, even though Heavy Rain is basically just, it plays itself out and you just do quick time events. But to me, that's not much of a game. That's just a cinematic experience with interactive features. But yeah, this comes down to people's opinions. I just thought that was interesting that I specifically have been seeing Stray versus Elden Ring for Game of the Year. It sounds like I'm a huge fan of Elden Ring. I only completed it once and played a little bit of Next Game Plus. It was quite a fun game, and it did push the boundaries of just gaming in general, which is why I think it deserves a high praise. I don't know if it deserves Game of the Year. I don't really know what's come out this year, except Stray and Elden Ring. I've been playing a lot of older games recently. Not old, but games that were released in the last 5 years, like Celeste, and Hollow Knights, and stuff like that. Ceramic. That's nice. Well, ceramic, is it? Ceramic. Oh no, it is nice. To be fair, I'm a huge indie game guy as well. I barely play AAA games my entire life. Someone said this again to me yesterday, and other people said it to me in the past. Like, oh, games aren't what they used to be. Games aren't as innovating as they used to be. They don't push boundaries. Games aren't as imaginative. This. And then when I say, okay, what games talk about? They're like, oh, Call of Duty, Battlefield, and they talk about AAA games. I'm like, my guy, if you attack the indie game industry, you've got so much innovation. You've got so much, like, just new things. People pushing boundaries. People making games that you wouldn't have even thought about. The indie industry, I think we are more inventive and more creative in the gaming industry than we have ever been. Indie has created a medium where we're able to just constantly push out new things. The problem is sometimes they're hidden. They're like hidden gems, and it's not always in your face like they used to be. When someone made a really cool new game, it was a AAA studio, which is like, I'll agree that AAA studios aren't pushing the boundaries like they used to, because why would they? If people are going to buy Call of Duty every year and they're going to make the indie is the baby AAA idea, yeah, like Portal, oh my god, Portal was such a good game. But you still get AAA companies who do push the boundary, but it's just very rare compared to what it used to be. But that's because what it used to be was everything was new in general. Like, back years ago, you could make the first FPS, Doom. You could make the first MMORPG, World of Warcraft. So obviously, it was going to look more innovative back then because these genres didn't exist. They were pushing the first part of that genre. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't think we're any more innovative than we used to be. It just looks a lot less when people are only focusing on AAA. I think I prefer the second one, Funky. I think? They're very similar, but I think I prefer the second one. Again, now this is my opinion. Someone else might like the original one you sent and say, no, that looks perfect, so. Ceramic pot. Here. that. File new. SM. Wait. Did I save it as kitchen? Yeah, I did. But it's not here. F5. Oh, kitchen ceramic. I don't know why. I was like, where is it? It's freaking here. Double click it. Have we got like a ceramic bake? Let's do one. Oh, that's not 1K. 1K. This one? The last one. The last one I fixed the best, Funky. I am wondering what it would look like with a bit of colour on the curtain. Like matching the pillows. But again, it's all your personal... This is up to you at this point, what you want it to look like. I think that's a big thing a lot of people miss when they're trying to give advice on things. Is they want to... don't get me wrong, I've been saying what I would prefer. But in general, people really... The last one, got it. Thanks for the feedback. No problem, man. Yeah, people tend to focus more on what they want when they're giving people feedback. But sometimes, if you're making something, sometimes you want it to look a certain way. Like, and that's just what you want. So when someone tells you, no, this should look like this, it's like very awkward to tell them, oh, but I made it that way on purpose. So I wanted it to look that way. That's intentional. But I don't think it looks good. I'm like, well, like, criticism can only go so far if you're directly doing something intentionally. That's just a normal fill. Oh, there's like no detailing to this. Oh, okay. Okay, so we don't have like a ceramic, so I'll just make a base. I'll just make it myself. So we get base color. Ceramic is a little shiny like this, right? Do we want to... Let's go to pure ref and see my reference. Always use reference. Oh, there was actually something on this. Oh, I could have actually copied it because I just thought there was nothing. Look, in this picture, there's nothing, so it didn't even cross my mind. But look, there's actually something here, so I should have just did that. Whoopsies. Oh well. I like my Ned Flanders and stuff. Hey, Kalia. How's it going? When I test indie games, every note I have, the dev always gives some kind of reasoning for the way it is, even though I personally didn't like it. Yeah, like, there's a balance, right? Like, if a game feels better, let's say, with the ability to jump 10 foot in the air, but the developers are like, no, we set it to 7 foot in the air, and it makes it feel worse, but they're like, but it's intentional. It's like, but why is it intentional? If it feels better as jumping 10 foot in the air, why are you not changing it to that? And if they give a very good reasoning, then that's just how it is. The problem with games is a game is meant to appeal to as many people as possible because you want as many sales. Whereas a personal project is just... You're kind of trying to show it off to people, but at the same time, it's personal. It's something you're making for yourself, so you want it to look as good as you can make it look from your own perspective. But there is a fine balance between throwing away what you consider the best the best idea and accepting somebody else's idea. So there is a balance, but sometimes it is just how you want it, and sometimes it is you need to change it. It's just one of those things. You need to just be able to determine when you're stepping in your own way versus standing your ground and making something the way you wanted it to look like. I see things the same way with criticism. To me, it serves to find out what things I unintentionally created. Yeah. I mean, I've made things all the time. The problem with criticism is people sometimes confuse criticism with opinion. Now, criticism can be opinion anyway, but what I mean by this is you can get valid criticism where it's like, oh, shadows are too dark, shadows are too sharp, oh, the ceilings aren't high enough, oh, the curtains are too transparent, which is somewhat of an invalid criticism. That last one is a little bit more opinionated, but it is still a valid criticism. Now, there's opinionated criticism where people can just clearly go, oh, I think this should be red, I think this should be blue, I think this should be purple. And that doesn't change the scene. That's not... Because I had this all the time when I would make an interior scene and one of my teachers would go, oh, make it tinted blue, make it feel more cool of a scene. And then another teacher would walk over and go, oh, it looks too blue, it should be way more red. You want the scene to feel warm and welcoming. I'm like, well, you've both said different things that completely contradict each other because they're not proper criticism. They're just opinions on what they think it would look better. So that's a huge difference, and sometimes people mistake those opinions for valid criticism. Just saying you want something a certain way because you think it would look nicer isn't always a criticism, it's just a preference. That's why working in a company is good, because your co-workers are supposed to tell you what your idea could be better. Yeah. Make it white, please, them both. Make it white, please, them both. I feel like that wasn't worded correctly. In the words of Activision devs, you either half something, keep it the same, or double it. Those are the only steps you have. Yeah, I think the worst criticism is when someone just says something without giving a way to fix it. Oh, scene doesn't look realistic enough. Well, what part doesn't look realistic enough? It just doesn't look realistic enough. That's not helpful. Then you change something and they go, why'd you change that? It looks worse now. Well, you said it wasn't realistic enough. Well, that looked fine. I didn't know, you didn't tell me what looked wrong, so I didn't know what part I had to change. You know what I mean? That's the worst type of criticism, because it's not helpful. They'll tell you it's constructive criticism. That is not constructive criticism. That is just unhelpful criticism. I don't really know how else to put it. It's just not good criticism. Let's see if that pot looks too white. Well, I just made it orange, so. My favorite story from my sign shop days is when customers would give me feedback on my design as it's not perfect. Like, what is that? It's not perfect. Okay, well, what can make it more perfect? I don't know. Yeah. It's the same when someone says, oh, I want an antique looking, I don't know, vase. Well, what do you want it to look like? Antique. Yeah, but shape? Color? Patterns? I just want it to look like an antique vase. And then you make something, that's not what I wanted. Well, this what it literally, when I write into antique vase, this is the top 10 results. So I just made it look like what people generically think of antique. Well, that's not what I wanted. You didn't say what you wanted. That's the stuff that really annoys me. Like, stop telling me I'm doing it wrong when you're not giving me any info to even go off of. Okay, let's see something more like that. I don't know if I want it shiny. I don't think so. I want to put noise on it. Generate? No, fill. Noise. Probably sound like this. Probably sound like this. Nope. Sound like this. Aha, that's kind of what I'm looking for. Don't want to change the roughness at all, just want to slightly adjust the colour. We said to, then change probably the scale to like 4. Turn this up so I can see what I'm actually doing. Oh no, change this to like 8. Oh! We're going here and there, it says like 4. There you go. Turn that down, just so it's got like a slight different in colour. I might set it to an overlay instead, so it's brightening the colour instead of darkening it. There you go. Very subtle, just so it's like some patterns. Then we just want some masks. We want like a cavity rust. It's not rust we're actually using, we just want to use a cavity rust because it's quite a useful tool, or useful mask. Like this, so multiply it to a much more colour like this. Cool. Put the roughness all the way to the top. All the way to the top or slightly shiny? Slightly shiny probably, like that. Turn that down. Make it a bit more blurred. This, and then start balance a little bit. I want a little bit around the rim over here. There you go. edge. That is not doing the edge at all. What's going on? Love those subtle changes. Thank you, thank you. It's always like really small stuff that you probably wouldn't realize when you're far away, but when you like actually get close, like, oh, that's cool. I want to get some grunge in there that's a little bit more reflective as well on the surface detailing, because that looked quite cool. That's bad timing. Yeah, bad timing about when I changed to orange. The worst thing is that it's just a sign, it's text and color. If they don't know what they want, then how are you supposed to? All right, how are you supposed to? Yeah. Some people think because it's 3D, you can just do it many times quickly till they get what they want. My boss is the same way, which annoys me because he's sometimes the same way. Sometimes he's perfectly fine, but sometimes he'll just say, "Oh yeah, make this," and I'll make it. I'm like, that's not what I wanted. I'm like, you didn't say what you wanted. But sometimes he will give me literally a drawing because he has a concept art background. And I'm like, thanks, this is really helpful. And not only, because I said to him, I was like, just do a basic sketch. It doesn't need to be detailed, just something to push me in the right direction. Yeah, roughness and surface imperfections do loads for a texture. My boss is just like in chat, like, what did you say? I can't believe you'd say that about me. Why am I getting no edge? Oh, well, it's doing this edge. I'm getting like near to no edge. I wanted like this edge to be highlighted, but it's not picking that up at all. Go into our curvature in here, turn all these off. Go the sample radius higher. That might be better. That's what I'm looking for. There you go. Put some texture in there. Down a little bit. What's this texture look like? I guess fine. Cool. Set that to a overlay. Kind of like it having that slight color change, like slight roughness change. Sorry, and make it very ever so slightly brighter. Just like a teeny tiny bit. Teeny tiny. There you go. Teeny tiny bit. There you go. So we get some imperfections up here. Cool. Now I just want a grunge. Now this, I don't even want color on, but we'll keep color on right now so I could just see what it's doing. Now grunge isn't actually a thingy, right? Yeah, we want like a dirt. Dirt splats? No. Dirt spots? No. Dusty. Dusty's fine. If we want to sit that actually like at the top. This. It's not doing it the way I thought it would. Oh wait, I was supposed to do that. There you go. That is not doing it the way I thought it was going to do it. Ooh. Oh, because I'm being an idiot. Generator on this one. Well position. There we go. And then this one you want to tighten up. Just appears on like the top sides. That. And then you just want that as like a dust, so you want it to be like over here. And you just want to tone that down. Oh, here. Tone that down drastically. Let's get these like top edge bits, because they won't appear on their sides. Right, and then we want, yeah, like a grungy something, I don't know yet. This one? This one? Make it green so I can see it. Scratches. Scratches is a really good idea, actually. I mean, they kind of look like scratches. I might keep that. And scratches will be... Oh, it's raining. I just felt my finger get wet. Oh, you can see my belly a little bit. Alright, so this, do we want it rougher? That does not look rougher at all. But it's changing roughness. Okay, so we want it to be probably an overlay where it gets cut, right? Scale this up a little bit more. I can't. We should probably just grab an actual scratch then. Like a surface. Subtle surface scratch. Subtle scratch. Probably that one. I can't see it right now. There you go. I actually don't mind that. It makes it look kind of dusty, which means because you can have the rough as shiny. I don't think it needs to be shiny. I think it needs to be rougher than the surface. We turn this down to barely visible. You get this nice, much more subtle effect in it. Can I not turn up the textures? Texture it's using's tiles? Apparently not. Oh well. Cool. Now I want grunge. Grunge is where I wanted to do originally. So, what would I call this? Not dust. Grunge doesn't seem to come up what I want. Maybe just a dust? No. Dusty day? No. Dust stain? No. Dirt heavy? No. Oxidation. Oxidation. There you go. Paint on. Oh, that one's probably fine. Now, I literally just want these to be shiny. Literally have no color. I just want them to basically do that. Oh, you know what? I definitely need more then. Damage? No. Stain surface? No. Surface rust? No. What? Oh, just literally just, okay. No. Probably just dirt spots then. Yeah, like that. Oh, this actually has a cloud texture, so I can actually turn this up. Oh, it's only over the surface, damn. Yeah, like that. Bit more of a blur to it. Well, there you go. So we'll just have these surface imperfections like that. And voila, I definitely think we've got too much dirt on it, so I'll change that. Like here, it's a little too much. Okay. Especially with the combination of the ones over the top, like this one. Yeah. Or maybe too little. Surface worn. Surface worn is actually one. Surface worn? Surface worn. Let's have a check. Do a duplicate of that, hide that so I don't get rid of it. You and you off. Surface warm. This one? It is. Quickly give it color so I see what I'm doing. Ah, okay, okay. Yeah, much more like this. Much more like that. This one comes through ambient occlusion, interesting. A little bit of a blur, only a little bit, just ever so slightly. Then turn off color. That's also pretty good, I like that. Cool. Yeah, it's going to be coming over the top as well, isn't it? There's a little too much right now, let's turn down that global balance. You're going to have both of them on. Okay. Cool. Sweet. And then we probably just want a slight... you'll get like more dusty as you come down here. So we'll just make it a little bit darker. I can't bother to actually add a dust effect on it. It is just a jar at the end of the day. There you go, just super subtle like that. Sweet. Wow. Export. Now 1K. Probably don't even need 1K, but as I've said a million times, you guys are probably sick of hearing it. I'm not looking to make it super performance based. Oh, I don't need the kitchen part because we're already in the jar asset folder. Is this just a duplicate? It is. Cool. I should be able to just re-import this, right? Wait, I just thought I re-exported this. But what did I re-export it as? Because it should have just been called ceramic pot, right? Because I already have these exported. I should just be overwriting the export. There you go. Now that should be the right thing. Stupid sexy Flanders. So I just wanted to do 2 assets before I went off today because we spent a long time doing that pin board. So there you go. Come into here. Give that a turn off on the sRGB. Give quick master on the basic. mi_ceramic pot. Ceramic. Wait. Ceramic. Did I not call it out? What did I just make? Did I spell it wrong? I did. Ceramic. There you go. Pot. Ceramic. I know I'm over it. I'm pronouncing it way too strong, but just so I remember. Pop down to there. Cool. I should be able to click on 3 of these and revert the wrong one. That looks weird. Did you see how like faded away? That one. Yeah. Come into here. Go boom, boom, boom. Make sure I select the right ones, unlike I was doing earlier. Boom, boom, boom. And we got these ceramic pots. I don't know if I should have made him shinier. Later, skaters. Are you going to see, man? Are you going to make the rib a different? The rim? No, because they're not a different color in the Simpsons. Look. No, I didn't see the point. So obviously, I'm trying to match that as close as possible. So they look wrong. Is it that bottom shade I just did? Is it made it look too dark? It's only subtle, but it looks wrong. I should name them correctly as well. Let's go ceramic pot. Let's go PC. Pot jar. I keep changing what I'm calling it. Re-import these to get rid of that. Oops. Let's get rid of that little shadow. Yeah. They just look weird. I think when we get the countertop in, it'll probably reflect the right color. Plain, but if that's how they are in the show. Yeah, I mean, they are a bit plain. I'm getting like some of that surface detailing on them. I mean, I could also turn on the micro roughness. Micro roughness. Oh. Wait, what is... I can't remember how I enabled the micro roughness. How's the micro normals work? Okay, that's how you do the micro normals. It's got leather on it at the moment. But I don't want that. What's in my micro roughness right now? Fabric. Have I got fingerprints? I do, right? Actually, I think I got fingerprints being applied on default, to be honest. And if I turn that to 1, 2, 3, -1, 0. I don't know. I've got a lot of settings here. Oh well, that looks fine. Basically, it looks like what it's supposed to look like, so I can't really complain. I think they need to be scaled down a little bit. In my opinion, they're not technically scaled down too much in the show, but I don't want to block out too much. I mean, we went from this really nice asset to just like really basic pots. It's actually running quite smooth on stream at the moment. For some reason. Why was I turn up to 100%? Oh, that's really quite smooth. You guys rarely get to see it at 100%. 100% of my power. Why is that running smooth today? Was there an update from the video that made it run a bit better? Countertop's definitely going to be a big one that I need to get done. Why did these look wrong? That's right. The shadow looks interesting. I love that. The fact that that hits that and you get this like bleed of light is so cool. Oh, it's a little laggy now. Ooh. Is it different rooms that like laggier? No. It's like the best quality you guys have seen it. Without it being super laggy on stream. Thank you, Next, for subscribing. I hope you're enjoying the channel. And you should also join the Discord. I need to get wiring for here as well. I'd like it so when I publish the scene for you guys to fly around, which I still need to do with my last scene, but I haven't got it optimized enough yet. That when you guys fly around, you can actually have a look at things. The problem is I don't know how optimized I can get it because I haven't got an RTX card, and UE5 works a lot worse, or doesn't work as well, shall I say, on thingy. Like my FPS right now, I'm only getting 30, but I don't know how much more of an increase I'll get on an RTX card, which is annoying. I also hate this light bleeding. I don't know when that's happening. It's coming along though, coming along. 2 assets. The countertops will definitely need to be a tiling texture. I should probably be doing this and this as our next textures, and then probably this. Well, technically, I need to do countertops as probably my next one if I can figure out how I want to do it. Because we should be working up from what we got. I can't remember what colour these were. Oh, we've not got a picture of that. We'll leave it for now. Whoa, see, now it's just getting laggy in general. Why has it dropped down? Stat FPS. Oh, as I went to write it, it sped back up. Okay. I could do a first-person walk around. Yeah, that'd be really cool. Because it should be... Because there's like nothing you need to fly up to, like my boat scene. I should be able to just do an FP first-person controller and we can walk around. This room definitely needs to be improved. This was really rushed. I need a better-looking couch. A million times better-looking couch. I think this couch works fine because it's supposed to look the way it does. Like these tiny little bits here. I could have technically had more. It does actually have normals there. They're just barely noticeable. But more wrinkle here. But I think this, in general, looks pretty good. But the couches in here and the chair in here look very rushed, which they were. I'm not too fussed that they do look rushed. I think this stuff probably... see, this hasn't even got textures in it. This is just tiling, I think. Oh, no, because it's got edge wearing here. It must do. Whoa. What is happening? Why does that look so weird? Because of that, it's putting the lever on. That's just how that texture looks. It's just like badly made. It's like getting cut here on the roughness. This chair looks fine, right? Looks like I'm overlapping 2 roughness maps. Oh! I've not got the right roughness map on it. That's why. supposed to be this one. There you go. Oh, no, I don't think that's got sRGB turned off. Okay. That's better. Wow, that is very dirty and shiny in some areas. Where am I? See, this was rushed. Like Untitled Chapter. I want there actually to be a light in here, and I want some stuff scattering on it. Yeah, I don't know why it's working all right for the stream at the moment, but there you go, guys. This is what it looks like. You've not been able to get it to see it 100%. It's a little laggy, but not as what it's usually like. It's usually like dit, 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 dit. I think the kitchen's actually really coming along now, though. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. That's it for me today, and I will catch you guys likely next Friday.